All right, so here we are. It is August 1st, and that can only mean one thing, that summer is almost over. We only have one more official month of summer, I would say, until the kids start going back to school. So my next guest, I'm very excited to talk to her. She is from RhodeIslandBlogger.com, and she is going to give us some tips on how to make the most of this last bit of summer. There are so many things happening here in Rhode Island, and I would like to introduce Jennifer Geaber. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Yes, it's a gorgeous day right now.
It's beautiful.
So I feel like we should be out enjoying the summer right now as we speak, but we're going to have a conversation first.
Okay, I agree. I know, right? We should be on the beach right now.
Yeah, exactly. So before we get into some of the cool events that we can participate in for the end of summer, how did you get started with RhodeIslandBlogger.com? It's a great website, by the way. You guys should definitely check it out. So many great things about this state, our community. How did you get started?
It's an interesting story. I call myself a fourth grade teacher turned blogger. So I had my daughter. She's 5 now. But a year or two into it, I realized that I kind of was looking for a change, something that allowed me to have more time to be with my family, but also spread things that I love about Rhode Island. So in the wee hours of the night, being a mom, I was thinking about blogging and the things I love about Rhode Island, and how I have a lot of friends and acquaintances who are great farmers, great artists, and have all these wonderful things going on, but they're not sure how to put it out there. So I had this vision of something, all things uniquely Rhode Island, which is the tagline, where there's a place to put all the good things that are going on, and can give people the information they need, where to find these things, where to find local goods, where to find local restaurants, local artists, and family fun things, just to support all the great things that are going on in Rhode Island. So it's kind of a shift in what I was doing before, but for me it was a natural shift because I've grown up around here. I love it. I know a lot about it. So it was the two things I know a lot about was teaching Rhode Island.
Yeah,
so it's changed a little bit.
Absolutely, it's a good fit for you. And like I said, it's a great kind of go-to spot for anything that you would need to know about things to do here in our home state, which actually has a ton going on.
I know.
Which is really cool. Come on a little closer. I know it feels a little awkwardly close, but it looks good on camera.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're August 1st. We're all feeling this, we can't believe the summer is going to be over soon. We all want to get the most out of the summer. So, give us some clues as to what we can kind of get in for.
We have some festivals obviously coming up. I know that you were talking about the Newport Jazz Festival early. I think I'm going to that also.
Awesome.
On Sunday, but Saturday I have reserved the Charleston Seafood Festival is also happening this weekend.
Okay.
It's obviously lots and lots of seafood. There's food vendors, there's rides, there's live music the entire time. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and there's fireworks on Saturday. So
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's at Nitty Park. It's a great thing. There's something for all ages, really. I mean, there's stuff to do. I have a picture of my daughter face painted, falling asleep in the sea with all these prizes in her hand. But I've gone, pre-kids, post-kids. Just a great thing to do, and to get into the southern part of the state.
Is there a charge for the festival itself, or is it kind of you can go and sort of participate in?
It's a small fee. I believe it's $9, and then kids under a certain age are free. I forget that exact age. And then you pay as you go for games and rides. So if you're not doing the games and rides, you just go around and buy the food you like. So there's local vendors. There's some funky vendors too. There was alligator bites last year, I believe it was, and all kinds of funky stuff too. But then of course you get the staples like the Matuna Oyster Bar had some lobster rolls that were awesome there last year. There's raw bar, so all kinds of.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. So we get some seafood at the Charleston Seafood Fest. What is it?
Yeah, the Charleston Seafood Festival.
Seafood Festival. I don't know why I've never heard of that, and I've.
I know, right?
And then Jazz Fest, also this weekend in Newport. What else do we have for concerts, live performances, that kind of thing?
So I'm a big fan of the outdoor free concerts.
I love free.
Yeah. Sunday the 6th is the opening of the South Kingstown Village Green series, so they'll be outside, but it's cool because it's happening with the Field of Artisans. Have you been to the Field of Artisans?
No.
So they move around typically in the South County area, and it's sort of like a farmer's markets for artists, so they have curated vendors
cool.
with beautiful artwork. So they'll be there as well. So there'll be live music on the Village Green, there'll be the Field of Artisans. Every Saturday night at the gazebo in Narragansett, you can be by the beach and have some outdoor.
That sounds gorgeous.
Yes, and I think, actually no, the food trucks are Wednesday, Friday there. So, but you pack a picnic, pack a beach chair, or you can sit right up in the gazebo and be outside. There's Wednesday night blues on the beach at Westerly Town Beach, and Monday night jams at Westerly Town Beach. So
Oh, wow.
those are outdoor concerts. There's a lot more. That's just a few of them.
Sure.
But coming up, we have the International Reggae Festival. Is the 12th of August, so that's 10 hours straight of reggae music, so if you're a reggae fan.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I am a reggae fan. You know what I always thought was funny? I don't know if anyone noticed this, but the little theme song for Block Island is very reggae,
yes.
and I'm like, this is not a Caribbean island. This is Block Island, but that's okay.
Yeah, it works though, right?
It works.
But when you get there, it's like kind of like you've escaped Rhode Island, and there's this like slow down island vibe.
It's so true.
Yeah, I went there a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I need to
It's
come
fun.
more often.
Yeah.
Especially like if you go right after the season too, and it's a little less crazy. It's a fun time too.
Yeah, and the weather is still usually nice in
Beautiful,
September,
yeah.
and that that
usually,
kind of,
I guess usually. Yeah.
you have to. It's day to day. Yeah. So what else for sort of these outdoor events? You mentioned that there is outdoor movies.
Yes.
That sounds really fun. I've never done that before.
Yes, I haven't done it yet. I'm planning on Happy Feet, which I believe is August 9th, but there's a bunch of them that are happening. At Ninnegrit Park has them. Grant's Block, the Movies on the Block, have them. I think that's Thursday nights. And then there's the Musquamacut Drive-In Movie Theater, which I have not done yet either.
Oh,
That's
fun.
it. I think that's $12 for a carload, so you can pile in a carload.
All the
of people.
kids.
Yeah, get everybody in, your
Get
friends.
everyone in there.
And I know, because it brought me back to this memory of going to a drive-in movie theater when you could just, my parents had like a big long woody wagon thing where we just piled in kids. There's no seatbelts. Everybody just flailing around.
Like no car seats back then.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that
so you
stuff.
can't probably squeeze as many as you could be able to. So that's happening. There's outdoor movies at Ballard Park in Newport, and so there's a few of them happening all over the state. Just check it on Facebook, social media. There's usually updates about where and when they're happening, but there's
really
kid
fun.
ones and adult ones. I think Jaws is coming up soon too, so get a little scared of swimming.
Yeah. I know, it's like go watch Jaws and then your kids will be afraid to go to the beach.
Yeah, right.
Or go on that boat ride that you wanted to go on. Yeah. So we do have you also mentioned the Washington County Fair.
Yes. Do you want to know a secret too?
I do.
Okay. So every year that I put in they have an animal area too. And I love animals. So
okay, because this sounds like a county fair kind of deal, like the fried food and the petting zoo kind of. Okay.
Yes. The whole experience. There's tractor like competitions.
Fun.
There's tractor races. There's truck pulls, horse pulls. But they have, they have the whole petting zoo area. I don't know if you call it petting zoo, but they have the animals.
Yeah.
They're the show animals, I guess, like the 4-H club. But they always have a baby calf for raffle. So I enter every year because I have this empty stall, and I keep thinking that
like you can win a baby cow.
Win a baby cow. I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. But they have live music the entire weekend, and it's your typical fair. There's like fair food. We go there and we always say save room for fair food.
Yeah.
Which can be anything.
Diet a few days before just to balance it out.
But they have rides, they have games, they have local vendors, then they have vendors that I think just kind of travel around with the fairs. And there's a big main stage called the Pine Grove, I believe, where they have performances all throughout the day. And Billy Gilman
yes,
will be there.
A friend of the show, actually. He was on the show fairly recently.
Okay, so he's playing, I think he's the Saturday night performance, maybe.
Oh, really cool.
So you can check out their whole schedule of performances.
And where is this located?
At the Washington County Fairgrounds on Richmond Townhouse Road.
Okay.
I mean, it's really kind of does feel in the middle of nowhere. Like you head down 138, I believe, then you just, you take your left, and then suddenly there's all this traffic, and you're like, where are all these people going?
Weird.
They're all going to Washington County Fair. Yeah, it's the 16th to the 20th. But it's a great thing. I mean, it's another one of those summer, for me, it's like a tradition. I've been going since I was little, and then, there's all kinds of interesting things going on there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then We do have a couple of other festivals. Like I said, Providence is so cool for all of the arts-related kind of support for the arts community. We just had the Fringe PVD Fest, obviously the other PVD festival. The Foo Festival is coming up, and the Rhode Island International Film Festival, both happening in the upcoming weeks.
Yes, I think the film festival is the 8th to the 13th. Last year I went to the small films to the screening. It was incredible. I was blown away by the films there. The quality, I was crying, I was laughing, and so I think that first part you could go for just that. I believe it's $15 if you don't want to go to the soiree after.
Yep.
So that is wonderful. I highly recommend that. And then there's screenings all throughout Rhode Island, pretty much everywhere. So it's so small. I'm sure you can find something close by.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have, I think, 6 days to be able to find something. And the Foo Fest is also August 12th, I think. So there's a lot going on August 12th.
Seems to be the day. Well, it's right in the middle of the month, kind of marking this middle of the summer end. Yes.
But that's an all-day affair too. I think it's 10 to. It's all day. It's long as 10 hours. But it's great because it's another one that's set up for, everyone in your family. There's stuff for little kids, there's kids activities, but then there's music all day long, so you can find something for everyone. There's art demonstrations, do-it-yourself stuff, which I always like to learn because
crafty.
Struggle there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not crafty.
No, you're not crafty.
I want to be.
I gotcha. Yes. And then, of course, we have our regular sort of things that we should enjoy in Rhode Island, like going to our local beaches and those kinds of things. I actually noticed that at Lincoln Woods, they just redid the whole boardwalk area, which is a really cute little freshwater beach for, if you want to just pop over real quick and avoid the ocean beach traffic.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what it is. It's beach days, and because they're so fast, it goes by so fast, and then suddenly you don't feel like you went enough.
I know, it's so true. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here today. Again, you can go to RhodeIslandRiblogger.com. Wonderful website, so much cool information. You can get all the info on all of the events that we talked about today and much, much more. So go out, watch this live stream from your phone on the beach somewhere or at a festival. Thank you again for being here, and thank you guys for watching Go Local Live.